Feel comfortable yet bring important traffic reports.
Weather can't run from the all-new 11 Alive Thunder Truck, a mobile weather center with the power and speed to chase down the strongest storms and bring you on-the-ground conditions. The 11 Alive Thunder Truck, sponsored by Landmark Dodge.
They come in every day with the same spirit, with the same professionalism.
You can see the passion that comes with their reporting.
Even delivering the bad news is just a great environment that they're presenting to us.
How can you really tell whether a viral story is true or false? 11 Alive's Verify breaks down the claims with facts and experts so you can know whether you're seeing truth or misinformation. Watch Verify only on 11 Alive News.
Morning news. See little spin-up tornadoes form at any moment, and that's what we are seeing. Dothan's already had 3 tornado warnings this evening, and now these are extending on up into our viewing area. So it's something definitely we need to be concerned about. Lamar, Monroe, Upson counties, and they're moving quickly enough now. Now it has already pushed out of Upson County and is moving towards Forsyth. So it may not maintain that intensity as it approaches Forsyth, but you probably want to go ahead and be thinking about where you could take cover if this system makes it all the way to where you are at. So again, it's moving to the east at 20 miles per hour. And it's impacting these counties here that are in, it was Monroe County and Upson County, although it appears to have already moved out of Upson County and is heading here, if that forward motion to the east at 20 miles per hour. I see Chris is ready to jump on in here as well. Chris Holcomb, our chief meteorologist, standing by. And Chris, this just spun up out of nowhere. And so that's why we're always concerned when we get these tropical systems moving through like this.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Sam. As you can see here, I think, is my mic working here? Hopefully y'all can hear me, where we have that tornado warning that's in effect. And again, it's a very small part of Upson County right here and a very small part of the southern areas of Lamar County. And then it moves over toward Monroe County there near the Forsyth area. This is down 75 south, really just to the west of the Macon area. But it's that part right here that has exhibited rotation. And you know, if you've been watching us over the past few days, we've been telling you about how with the landfalling tropical system, we often can see these spin-ups occur, and they're usually short-lived. They usually aren't on the ground for a long time. It looks like, did they just take one of the counties out? Did they just take part of Upson?
I think so, yeah, Upson is now out.
Okay, so we'll keep watching that rotation, and Sam has the velocity on here right now that is showing it still in that really far southern parts of Lamar County. So this is on the far southern end of our viewing area. Again, let us apologize for interrupting Jeopardy, but this is a tornado warning in effect. It is a Doppler radar indicated tornado. We have seen these storms today that have been producing rotation, and that can happen oftentimes with these landfalling tropical systems. And it's usually brief spin-up tornadoes that aren't on the ground for a long time, and they're usually EF0s to EF1s if we have evidence of them actually touching down. So Sam just put on there that new information where Upson County, which is right over here, has now been taken out of the tornado warning, but it's still in effect for the far southern parts of actually Lamar County right here, and then it goes also into Monroe County. This is supposed to be in effect until 8 o'clock, but as we've been having these tornado warnings, we had one yesterday as well up in North Georgia. Since these are usually short-lived, it may not last until 8 o'clock tonight. They may cancel this early because usually these aren't long track tornadoes and they'll be on the ground just briefly here. So you can see the track of this. If you're looking at the center of the circulation, which is right around here, as it's traveling up toward the north and east, it would take it into the Brent area around 750, and then outside of the warning polygon, if it holds together, it would eventually make it over toward Smar, which is over toward I-75, just north of Macon there at about 811, and then to East Juliet at 836. That's, again, if it holds together. So, Sam, let's widen out a little bit, and we'll show everybody where this is in relation to, of course, where we are here in Atlanta. And these are the bands that have been developing. We've got one around Atlanta right now, and again, Anytime in these bands, you can see some rotation developing. But in this band right here, this is connected to all of this that goes down into South Georgia and into North Alabama. This band has had a few tornado warnings with it, exhibiting some of that rotation here. This is just to the west of Macon here on the south side. This is in our viewing area, on the south end of our viewing area. That's why we are cutting in. We are responsible for these counties. They're they're closer to Macon, but south of the Atlanta area. So we want everybody to know there to be safe. Again, that extreme southern parts of Lamar County, Upson County taken out of this, going over into Monroe County. So Lamar County right here, that is our viewing area. That's where we see part of this rotation right there, as Sam's showing the velocity. That's this part right here as it's moving over from Upson County. This is just to the east of the Rock, east of Thomaston. This is where we see that rotation right there moving up toward the north and east. Sam is also monitoring our National Weather Service chat. They should be giving us updates as well as to whether or not this is actually holding together with the rotation, or if they're seeing it maybe weaken just a little bit. We are still getting a pretty good signature here on velocity mode, showing us where that rotation is moving through that extreme southern parts of Lamar County. This is south of Barnesville.
Yeah.
In fact, Sam, let's get it a little bit tighter. Are they saying anything new there?
It's saying, yeah, the observed rotation at 7:35, 5 miles east of Thomaston. And that rotation is moving east. It is moving east. So observed rotation at 7:35, which was 5 miles east of Thomaston at the time that they issued this. So it is obviously moving off to the east fairly quickly, but it was observed. And they were going to watch it for a few more scans to make sure this was happening, and then they realized, yeah, that it has been, it's been confirmed. It was observed.
Okay, so an observed rotation there. So this is more than just Doppler radar indicated. This is an observed tornado that was to the east of the Thomaston area. This is still that circulation. That's a new scan that just came in right there. This is along 341. That's in the southern parts of Lamar County there, well to the south of Barnesville. That would be the bit of rotation that is still left there as that new scan has just come in. The far southern parts of the Lamar County area. Here's Redbone. There's Brent Road right here. There is Stroud's right here. That circulation will be right there, close to 341, right there just to the east of 341, getting closer to Brent if this holds together there. And again, yeah, that still looks pretty good there, Sam. I mean, it still looks like a good rotation that we have. So the National Weather Service is still holding on to this tornado warning that we have in effect here on the south side in the southern parts of Lamar County. Again, not just Doppler radar indicated, but an observed tornado there, possible, you know, not necessarily confirmed, but it's an observation of a tornado in the far southern parts of Lamar County. I'm going to hold here with you for just a little while longer while this is still in Lamar County. Once this moves into Monroe County, that would be out of our viewing area, and we'll take you back to programming. Or if the National Weather Service then cancels this warning, of course, we'll take you back to regular programming too. I know you're not happy when we interrupt Jeopardy, but we've got to do this. This is part of our responsibility here at 11 Alive to cover our viewing area, and that's what we're watching here, the southern parts of Lamar County, where we have that tornado warning that is in effect. It's about to cross over into parts of Monroe County. They most likely will drop Lamar County from this, and we'll take you back to Jeopardy there in just a second. So again, watching that rotation. Let's go back to velocity mode just to see what that is looking like, and we'll get in a little bit tighter to see some of the street levels right there. When you've got the green and the red, right here, that's Rama Church Road right here. This is south of Redbone. It's this area right here where we see that potential rotation. This is Highway 83 that goes up here. There's Highway 341. Here is Brent. That's as it crosses over into the Monroe County area, is where that rotation would be moving. So we'll keep a close eye on this as it is going to be moving out. Really, I think in the next scan or so, we'll see that that rotation is moving out of Lamar County, and then we'll be pushing over into parts of Monroe County, and that's when we'll take you back to regularly scheduled programming. And here we see it right there, that area that we're watching. So let's widen out a little bit more. I want to give everybody perspective of what we're watching. And for the rest of us through the rest of the evening hours, at any time, these tropical rain bands that are moving through could have rotation with it. And that's what we're seeing with this right now. It's not like we were tracking a squall line coming out of Alabama and we've had a lot of tornado warnings with that. This is just that tropical moisture in these rain bands moving through where we have a tornado or rotation developing. And again, this was observed here, that rotation, not just Doppler radar indicated. It was developing there back into Upson County. 5 miles to the east of Thomaston is where we saw that observation there. Then they issued that warning. Upson County, you're no longer in this warning, but it still is in effect for far parts of southern Lamar County. That's going to cross over into Monroe County. That would be exiting our viewing area. So we'll take you back to radar. Sam, are you getting any updates here from the National Weather Service?
Nope,
any new data?
Just that they were going to be watching it, and so they're staying with it for now. They're staying with the warning for now. And what's interesting, Chris, is I have this back 45 minutes as it came south of Thomaston, and then just exploded as it moved into eastern Upson County, and then they issued that warning as it was east of Thomaston. So here it is still, and let's put that velocity back on here, so we can see exactly how much rotation. And it looks like, if anything, it may have gotten a little bit stronger here.
It is, and it's right there on the county line. That's again Rama Church Road. There's Highway 83 north of Strouds. This is that potential rotation that we're seeing right now in the far southern parts of Lamar County, and it's moving up over into Monroe County. It's about to cross over the county line. These new scans that are coming in here are going to be taking that over the county line into Monroe County. Okay, so there it just went right there with this newest scan that just came over into parts of Monroe County. So from that, let's widen out kind of wide. I'm going to go ahead and wrap up our coverage as that circulation is pushing out of Lamar County and moving into Monroe County, which is not part of our viewing area. They most likely will be dropping Lamar from that warning here in just a second. But just to give you a heads up, here we are in Atlanta. We have these bands of rain, tropical rainstorms moving through. This one here has a history of producing some rotation. That extends all the way down into Alabama. We had reports of tornado warnings there earlier and confirmation of tornadoes there with funnel clouds and tornadoes that were actually on video touching the ground. But now we've got this one that's pushed up into our area. We'll keep watching this line. As this moves over to the east, we'll watch this line as well to see if we get any rotation out of that. Throughout the rest of the evening hours, things should be calming down a good bit right there. Okay, there you go. They just dropped Lamar County out of this tornado warning. It is still in effect for parts of Monroe County, which is down in the Macon View area. So we're going to go ahead and take you back to regular scheduled programming. Thank you for understanding why we had to break in here. We'll take you back to Jeopardy just in time for Final Jeopardy right here on 11 Alive.
Mustache is a shadow of what it would become. Steve.
Who was prior?
Yes.
4 of the same letter for 4.
It's someone who reveals secrets or informs on others. Correct response, tattletale. All right, Karen, you've got 14,200. Nabir right on her tail with 13,200. Steve with 2,400. You'll be dealing with this category for Final Jeopardy. Animals. Think carefully about those wagers. We got a semi-final spot and also those wild cards up for grabs. We'll be back with the clue right after this.
The Tournament of Champions is proudly presented by Consumer Cellular.
Let Consumer Cellular be your champion. Our 100% U.S.-based customer service has been ranked #1 by J.D. Power 10 times in a row. Switch and save with Consumer Cellular today. Call, go online, or find us at Target.
If you're 55 and up, T-Mobile has plans built just for you. Whether you need a single line or lines for family members, you'll get great value on America's most reliable 5G network. Like 2 lines of unlimited for just $27.50 a line. Only at T-Mobile.
At USAA, we've been called too exclusive because we only serve those who honorably serve. All ranks, all branches, and their families. Are we still exclusive? Absolutely. And that's exactly why you should join.
Calling all professors. We're looking for college and university professors who want to be on Jeopardy.
Wow!
And what better time than this summer for an educator to take the Jeopardy Anytime test?
I like that.
Just go to Jeopardy.com to take the test.
It's a lot of fun.
Hope to see you soon.
People ask me what's the difference between pest prevention and pest control. It's simple. Pest control involves applying pesticides inside and outside your home, whether needed or not. At Massey Services, we just don't do that. We focus on eliminating conditions outside your home to keep pests from getting inside. I believe in it so much, it's exactly what I do for my family.
That's Massey Services. Expect more and get it.
This was once Perry Homes, a housing project full of violent crime and drugs. But Sharon Gay helped make West Highlands happen here. She started with neighborhood leaders and put together the roadmap. These homes went up and crime dropped. At the heart of it, Sharon was fighting inequity. She demanded affordable places for people to live and real neighborhood investment. She took on one of the root causes of crime, and it worked. Sharon helped turn things around here, and she'll do the same for the rest of Atlanta.
Sharon Gay for mayor.
Just when you thought you were done painting, you discover paint bleed under your tape. Not with Frog Tape. Frog Tape is the only painter's tape treated with patented paint block technology. Paint block reacts with the water in latex paint to form a micro barrier against paint bleed, giving you the sharpest lines possible. Get professional results with Frog Tape. No messy lines, no paint bleed. For sharp lines, every time, Frog it.
I'm attorney Ken Nugent. If you're hurt and trying to choose a law firm, here are some questions you need to ask. Can I sign up online? You can with us. Do they have their own app that allows me to handle all aspects of my case from home? We do. Have they developed artificial intelligence to maximize the value of every case? We have. So when you see those lawyer ads making promises, remember, there's only one call, that's all.
Call 1-800-CALL-KEN.
Very close game here. It's going to come down to Final Jeopardy. The category is animals. Players, here's your clue. German settlers in Texas called this animal Panzerschwein. You have 30 seconds. Good luck. All right, we come first to Steve Molds, who had 2,400 coming into final. You wrote down, what is an armadillo? That is correct. Armadillos have that bony shell. Panzerschwein from the German, meaning literally a tank pig. All right, how much are you going to add to your score? Everything. So you're up to 4,800, bringing us to Nabir Sarma, who had 13,200 coming into final. Did you come up with armadillo? No, you did not. What's it going to cost you? Oh, just 1,001. So you're going to drop down to 12,199. All right. Karen Farrell was in the lead coming into final with 14,200. Did you come up with the correct response? Yes, you did. How much are you going to add to your score? 2,000. So with $16,200, congratulations, Karen Farrell. You are our next semifinalist. Nabir and Steve, very much in the running for these wildcard spots. You never know what can happen in this tournament. Another great quarterfinal. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.
The Tournament of Champions is presented by Consumer Cellular. Jeopardy is also brought to you by...
Got bugs in your house? Get Bioselective Zevo. Deadly for bugs, safe to use around people and pets. Bioselective Zevo.
Your pet was born to love meat. Feed a high-protein, meat-rich formula to satisfy their wild side. And now find Blue Wilderness at Target.
Prevagen. Your brain changes as you get older, but Prevagen helps your brain. In clinical trials, Prevagen improved short-term memory, Prevagen, healthier brain, better life.
Prime Time Before Bedtime, sponsored by the Original Mattress Factory.
With a Honda in your garage.
So interesting, and I love his energy. Francesca is so smart and brilliant, and I love the way she researches stories. You're always going to get the most accurate information.
Watch Aisha, Francesca, Chesley, and Crash on the 11 Alive Morning News, weekdays 5 to 7.
Chesley, I just think that he's a great weather guy. He really knows what he's doing.
I love the weather because Chesley has been absolutely fabulous.
I like the way that Chesley will take the time to explain something, and I feel like I'm sitting in his classroom.
The Locked On Podcast is your new place to keep up with your team every day. Falcons, Hawks, Braves, Bulldogs. Expert analysis on Atlanta and SEC sports. Listen and subscribe at 11alive.com/lockedon.
News happens fast. Stream it faster. 11 Alive News is now on Roku. Stream live newscasts and watch on demand. 11 Alive News. Stream now on Roku.
Crash is definitely the funniest.
He makes it enjoyable as far as the traffic.